Hi, and welcome today to Teacher to Teacher. My name is Christopher Mint, and we're going to be discussing how to build healthy relationships with other teachers and colleagues. What I'm finding today in today's society with education is that a lot of teachers are so busy with focusing on extracurriculars, focusing on their classroom management or whatnot. We sometimes forget that the way we speak to another teacher, a colleague, or the way we act toward another teacher may be a little detrimental. Funny anecdote. A couple weeks ago, I parked in the wrong spot at my high school, and a teacher came to me in front of a couple other teachers and was like, "Mr. Mint, Chris, you need to move your car. You took someone's spot. Did you know you took someone's spot?" And I said, I looked back at my car and I said, "No." And she goes, "Well, I'm not trying to get you into trouble," but really, she's trying to get me in trouble to say, we'd prefer you to move your car. So I got in my car and I moved it to another spot, no big deal. She brought it up again in front of the vice principal when I was signing in for the day. And that really just kind of bothered me because she was trying to be as diplomatic as she felt possible, but she didn't realize how embarrassed and humiliated I was because there was an audience around there. So that inspired me to go through a little bit of this for you so you can kind of understand what to do and how I approach this and how to handle it if it ever happens to you. Okay. A little background. Teacher collaboration is a rich history dating back to before teachers were even a thing. We have resources to enhance teaching practices. We're there as a team. We're there to learn from each other. We're there to cohesively act as a unit for the student body. Sometimes it's a little harder to do that when you feel discriminated against or you feel harassed at work or the term bullied that we use all the time. Okay? We always try to give constructive feedback. We always try to be diverse in perspectives and fostering a sense of community. But sometimes those cracks in the foundation break down, and when the bone breaks, it's hard for it to heal. The importance of team building. It builds a positive relationship to foster collaboration. I'm a teacher. I don't know everything. I'm going to try to, but I don't know everything. So I'm going to use one of my collaborative teachers, somebody in a different department, to really help me understand certain methods, certain team building exercises, or different subjects that I can pull from to make my lesson plan better, especially in physical education. It provides professional growth. I learn new skills, learn new jargon, learn new ways to teach, how not to teach, what to talk about, what not to talk about, and it also brings in workplace morale. Positive relationships contribute to a positive work culture. "Hey, it's nice to see you today, Mrs. Cambridge. How are you today? It's nice to see you, Mr. Mint. How's the weekend?" It doesn't have to be extremely long and extremely so sweet with unicorn kisses and rainbow stickers, but it has to be professional to where the kids think that you guys are the best of friends, even inside when you're rolling your eyes. Okay? I believe these 6 steps really help build and cultivate healthy relationships with staff and faculty. Communicate openly and clearly. Mrs. Cambridge, when you did that to me the other day, I felt humiliated. I don't know if you were trying to get the point across. I felt you could have pulled me aside, and I believe if you really wanted not to get me in trouble, you would not have brought it up in front of the vice principal, who, by the way, did not care. Okay? Collaborate effectively. "Hey, when you do this, I try to do this in response." She may say, "I was in a rush." You collaborate as a team and you show the situation of where the breakdown happened. You show some empathy. "I don't get it, but I'm here to support you." She may not agree with how she made me feel. She may have thought he's being sensitive, but it may have embarrassed me and made me feel like less of a team player and more of like a bullied child or someone who could eventually take that as harassment because there were other people around. So you want to explain that to her. You want to cultivate that constructively. Resolve the conflict. "Hey, I won't park in there anymore, but I'd really appreciate it if you did not embarrass me in front of my colleagues. That was really inappropriate. I do not like it. No, I will not, next time it happens." You have to be consistent with what you want to say. Not everybody's all sunshine and roses, and certain situations are not, so you have to stand up for yourself, because if you don't, nobody else will. Celebrate achievements and milestones together. Even if you don't like the teacher, for example, "Hey, Mrs. Smith, I saw you guys wrote a really great article in the Mountaineer about Speech and debate. I loved it. It was so good. It builds that rapport. We may not get along outside of work, but professionally we work well together. Maintain boundaries and professionalism. They don't need to know everything you do. So-and-so doesn't need to know I hate snow globes and I find them irrelevant and stupid. But she needs to know that if something happens, I stand behind her professionally. If a kid accuses her of unfair practices in the classroom, is mean to him or her, things to that nature, that I will stand up for her and she will do the same for me. The quote here, education is not the filling of the pail, but the lighting of the fire. Meaning you don't want to douse the bucket, you don't want to put it out, you just want to help encourage. Students are the main focus of what we're doing. Our students, our pupils, they're our bread and butter. They are the reason we get up every day. That we are teaching them valuable life lessons. So understand and remember why you do the job. And it's not the other teachers, it's you and the student. They're there for us, we're there for them. Our job is to cultivate, to fill their cups. We don't know what they're going through at home. Our job is to help them feel safe, comfortable, and to foster self-growth and self-esteem. What is it? So this is pretty basic. What if you don't get along with a colleague? Reflect on personal biases. Why do you not like this person? Is it the way she does her hair, the way he speaks? Is it the way he parks his car? Is it the way he teaches? Is it because he likes the Lions and you like the Packers? Just figure it out. It could be something really minor and something that reminds you of yourself, okay? Initiate a private, respectful conversation. If you need a mediator, have it, but just pull them aside and just say, I don't like it when you do this. It really bothers me. And can we move forward and let it go once it's resolved? Proactive, active listening. Listen to take in the information and to listen and grow and absorb it. Don't listen to respond. Listen to what they're telling you. I was in a rush, I was trying to get past it, and make sure they're listening to you, that you speak clearly and professionally. Collaborate on finding mutual respect or boundaries. We don't get along, but we teach the same subject. We have to get these kids through the final chapters of Huck Finn. We have to do this, we have to do that. The kids should never know, in my personal and professional opinion, that I may not get along with another teacher, or they may not like me. If that does arise, there's a problem. Seek guidance from a mentor mediator, or principal, administration, another teacher, to facilitate open dialogue to where I have 30 seconds, you have 30 seconds. I know not everybody's cup of tea, and you may not be mine, but we can work together to, there's always resolution in some way, shape, or form. Maintain professionalism. Good morning, how are you? Nice to see you today. You don't have to talk about the game, you don't have to talk about your kids, you don't have to talk about anything. Just good morning, make it civil, make it polite. Okay. What to do if conflict resolution doesn't work? Communicate calmly and directly. Just be direct in your speech. Make a bullet list of what is bothering you and how it can be fixed. Focus on common goals. We're there to graduate kids. We're there to teach. We're there to help them grow and cultivate. Show respect and empathy. I may have hurt your feelings, and I'm very sorry. And I will do my best to never let it happen again. Never give an I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, however. Never, as you're accepting an apology, never say it's okay. When you say it's okay, you're giving me permission to treat you like crap whenever I want. Say thank you for the apology. That must have taken a lot of courage. I really appreciate you coming to me and talking to me. I've done it. I've been the receiver of it. And it goes a lot better when you're openly accepting blame or an apology. Okay. And seek understanding and compromise. I get it. We were having a rough day, or you're getting ready for finals, or you're getting ready for this. Just compromise. If you're having a bad day, give me a verbal cue. Give me I have a safe word. If people are cranky, they'll say the word bulldog. Okay. How you doing today, Mr. Mint? Bulldog. It means I need a minute. Just need a second to recompose myself, have my coffee, maybe do an email, and then we'll have a chat. Maintain professionalism and positivity in your interactions, especially around the students and colleagues. Especially. They do not need to know your beef. You're not inviting them to watch Sex and the City at your house, but they don't need to know that you guys don't like each other professionally or personally. Because a lot of times it's over something dumb that could be buried. You can bury that hatchet pretty quick. I've listed here some contact information in the Butte School District along with the federal government to talk to. If there's a problem and the harassment continues or you feel discriminated against, you're going to always contact your HR department. I've listed ours in Butte. It's Karen Alley. You're going to talk to the Equal Employment Opportunities Commission if you feel alienated against by your administrators or anything like that. The Department of Labor. That's for schools. That's for anybody. Okay? That's for anybody. Okay? District administration, report school, write everything down. You know, Mr. Mint and Miss Cambridge aren't getting along. Today, Miss Cambridge came into my room and accused me of stealing her pens. This was the time of date, blah, blah, blah. Next day, you know, and even write the resolution down. If there was one, we have buried the hatchet, but keep that on file in case anything comes up. Okay? Counseling services. Always, there's a 1-800 number you can call. There's always counselors at the school. There's always some mediator who can take place, your union rep. Okay? Always go into that because you never want to hold a grudge and you never want the students to understand that you may not like so-and-so. Okay? Be professional. They're just trying to do their job as well. After the conflict resolution, there will be a conflict resolution, whether it be from higher ups or the two of you have worked it out. Acknowledge the resolution. I feel confident. I believe this will work. Okay? I know moving forward, my attitude will change and I will do my best to make sure I don't do what bothered you again. If the law needs to be involved, do what they advise you. If the lawyer has to be involved, do what they advise you. Collaborate on future projects to demonstrate cooperation and teamwork. Hey, Miss Cambridge, do you need help with National Honor Society dinner? I have the free weekend. I would love the opportunity to work with you, Mr. Mint. And it shows, hey, we can get along. You know, live and let live. Offer support and encouragement to foster positive working relationships. Hey, I noticed you're working really hard on the National Honor Society dinner. You're looking really good. I've noticed you're working really hard in the gym. How's that going for you? Just little comments, little encouraging notes, little bits of praise, you know, because in the same situation, she came out of her way to help me with a problem student. Literally came across the school when she heard what was going on to give me advice because I don't understand what I call girl logic. And she was like, here's what's happening in the mind of a teenage girl. And I wrote her an email thanking her for her time. Okay? Reflect on the conflict. Can it be moved past? Do you need extra counseling? Do you need to be moved? Okay, reflect on what you need to move forward. Most of the time, they're over petty little things. Again, you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea. And who the conflict affects. Individuals, your students, your teams, your organizations that you work for, customer clients, whoever it is. Like, is it students? Is it their parents? Is it, you know, family members of whomever it is? They're going to feel that negative energy off of the two of you. I have a bad habit of rolling my eyes when somebody annoys me. I'm learning how to not do that, especially when it comes to situations like this. Mr. Mint, what? Yeah, how can I help? You know, you have to remember to do that. It can affect your community at large. In small towns, I live in Butte, it can trickle off really quick. And one wrong thing said can trickle a whole quagmire of misinformation. In summary, in the realm of education, unity and collaboration of teachers are paramount for fostering conducive relationships in an environment promoting student development. Okay? They're the reason we're there. We're there to help them. They're not there to take care of our drama. We're adults. We can deal with it. Everything can be rectified. Everything can be rebuilt. But the kids' futures are something I, as well as my colleagues, feel very passionate about. And that's what we are there for. And we have to remember that. That's all we're going to address today. Thank you so much for coming on this workplace conclusion to workplace conflict. You guys have a great day.